Hey guys, how's it going? So welcome back. My name is Celeste, for anyone new here. Today, as far as chatting on BookTube about books, I'm going to ask you a question. I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments, which is, do you write in your books? Do you annotate them? Like, what's your reading process, or do you just enjoy the book? Here's what I do. So, and it's changed over time. At the moment, So this is the book I've read most recently, and let me know if you want a review of this book, because I know it's a little different than what I usually do. There we go. Et la joie de vivre. I don't know if it's out in English yet. It just came out. Anyway, so I'm using my new card system, and I'll link my video here if you haven't seen it, or here, whatever. And so I found myself writing some of my thoughts on this as I was reading. But as you can see, these are mostly kind of longer thoughts. When I had a little teeny tiny comment, I found within me, if I can find it here, the strength and or energy to actually write in the book. Okay, this is a terrible example, but I did an arrow, or like a little heart, or like, yeah, oh man, I just flipped by a really good one. All right, something like this, basically, right, where you write in the margins and everything. So I've also had other books, just to show you, where, like this one, negative space, where I've just tabbed and then I would actually write on the sticky note. Now, I think the idea, at least my thought process at the time, is when you're first starting and you want to write something in it, but you're not sure if you're going to enjoy the book enough to want to keep it, for a really long time. So at least my thought process with this one is, well, if I don't write in the book, and one day I'm decluttering or having to get rid of books for some reason, well, I could just remove the tabs and donate or sell it, right? And I think this is kind of a testament to your ability to do a vibe check on a book early on. This one passed the vibe check on page 1. So I guess it's really a question of, are you, this kind of leads to a secondary question, right? Which is, are you one to keep all of your books? Are you one to circulate them in and out for some reason, either because you don't have a lot of space, or because you're more of a minimalist, or I don't know. For one, honestly, right now I'm building my collection. I know that over time I've had to move a lot, at least in the recent years. So I've been literally forced to get rid of books. Now, my first dabble with writing in books was in the, what's troisième? Oh my gosh. Troisième is the 9th grade, when we had to read, well, in school really, but this is an example, The Time Machine, and I'm going to reread this because I loved it. But I know at least my school would, when we had to read a book for school and not just, an excerpt, then they would actually give us the book, which I know is not the case everywhere. But all right, here's an example. See, so we would actually really analyze the book and whatever. And as you can see, I wrote in it, highlighted it with zero respect for the book. But I actually really enjoyed that I did that, because now I get to, not only do I get insightful notes about the story in here, but I think this is kind of reminiscent of when people find random books from 200 years ago, or no, that's a bit excessive, 100 years ago or whatever, and there's a note in it and it makes the book so much more special. Maybe, the quality of your annotations would make or break that experience for people in 100 years. But yeah, I just think it's a really cool thing to do. I'm getting more and more into it recently, which is why I'm curious what your system is. I do think that maybe writing, if you want to get into it, because I really think it's a fun thing and it helps with the, I think it helps with the reading experience. I've heard people say in the past, which is a totally, I get that, where they're like, well, it kind of breaks the whole reading experience where you have to stop reading, pick up your pen, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of, it breaks up the pace, essentially. I sort of get that, but at the same time, I think that if you're reading and you have a thought, an immediate thought about what you're reading, the thought is breaking the pace anyway, so I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit different because it's a memoir and not really fiction, so maybe it depends on the genre. I don't know. This is an open-ended question. Let me know your system. I know there are other books where I just didn't write in it at all, but I'm finding that my new, where's my little note card? This new system I'm rolling with is kind of, leading me to want to write little things in my books and then, fully fledged thoughts on the actual card. So that's the vibe. Let me know what you do below. I'm very curious. And also, secondary question, do you find that you have a good ability to do a vibe check on your book early on? Yeah, maybe we could talk about that a little bit more in another video. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.